Hey guys, Captain Cow here. I'm going to share one of my gameplay reviews. So I do these to find out where I've done well during a game and what I could have done better. And I think there's some interesting learnings from this one that I will share with you guys. So if you're trying to get better at Apex, one of the best things you can do is to review your own gameplay and try and figure out where your weaknesses are and then work on those weaknesses.
Alrighty.
So after we jumped, you can see that I'm looking to my right, and what I'm doing here is trying to spot any more squads coming with us. So don't just dive and concentrate on your own dive. Have a look around and see if you can see any squads. So we call out here that there is a squad to our right, so we all jump into the same building. This depends on how confident you are wiping multiple enemies out, but we wanted to land together, loot up, and then we'll go and deal with the enemy separately. So I've heard that Pathfinder, taken some shots at him and know he's on the roof. I don't want to push the roof with the Pathfinder. One, I think he has a longbow, so decent weapon. But also I don't want to be hit when I'm doing the climbing animation to get up there. So instead I just kind of hold my ground and listen to see what he does.
Oh, Jesus.
Here I'm looking for this lifeline. I drop my bot to start healing while I'm here, but I definitely push it a little far away. Gives away my position and also kind of gets in my way. It's a bit annoying. Also, that big loop I ran around the front there, I probably should have just come out the door closer to the lifeline and been directly above her, but didn't know she was there and I thought I was going to get pushed, so I wanted to back out quickly. So I engage the lifeline here from high ground. I also back off a little bit to show as little as possible of my body to the lifeline. And I also try and hide behind those railings. So shooting through those railings when you're close is easy. But when an enemy is shooting at you and you're behind those railings, same with windows railings, they actually block a lot of damage. And you can see the lifeline here was back to like 20 HP, whereas I had only lost about 30 shield. So we push and get the wipe, so happy with that. Also, note on the Spitfire, if you're ever out of cover versus the Spitfire, it's a really difficult position to be in. Like the position I was in there, the lifeline was out of cover, and I essentially have sort of 55 rounds to kill her. So if you're out of cover with a Spitfire shooting at you, you've got two options. You're either very confident and you wipe them with the mag you have, or you get into cover straight away. I totally didn't hear these guys, and I should have done listening back because the Pathfinder is really loud. Managed to knock one, but then yeah, get out of there and heal.
Whoa, where was that? Oh, there's two squads there.
So when my teammate's been knocked, my first reaction is to go in and try and save him. But here, thankfully, he calls out that he's getting away, which makes me a little calmer and assess the situation. And this call here from him and for me to drop back down probably saves our game for the moment, as I managed to loop round and go and revive him.
I'm just gonna get in this bush here.
Wonderful, thank you.
No, good.
Patch myself up.
Round 2, beginning ring countdown.
Already in the next ring. Giving my shields a recharge.
Way back. Yeah, boy. I don't know where they went to. Yeah, let's go.
You got bamboozled.
Yeah, they're on zipline.
Watching over there.
There might be another fight coming in now, because
That guy over there.
yeah, they're on the zipline. Shield's broken on the jib. He's got purple there. Alright, back off if you can.
Someone's got a enemy spotted. It looks small. Go bamboozle.
Careful down that team, the new team's coming in. Wow. Yeah.
Just gotta patch myself up.
Yeah, I just got one of them's got triple take, he's pretty handy with it.
So my push closer there confused the enemy, so the Octane didn't expect me there, and I managed to hear him before he heard me. So that was nice, and then also the Gibraltar gave us a nice example of how the climbing animation can be deadly for you. So when I mentioned that about the Pathfinder earlier in artillery, that's what I was trying to avoid. Climbing up, taking a load of shots to get me killed.
Got him. Got him. Nice. Yeah, I had to wipe them. Yeah. People who were looking up here, just try and keep an eye out for them.
Skipping on a bit here, I've grabbed a crate out the crate that dropped near us, and we've taken this higher ground, and we're just looking around, making sure we spot enemies before they spot us. Just a quick note that a lot of people talk about game sense. The easiest way to improve your game sense is to spend more time looking around, less time running to loot or looking at the ground for loot. Particularly in the last 5 squads. There we go, spot a squad here. Try to identify where all the last squads are positioned from gunshots or visual, and then also try and use the kill feed to learn what their weapons are.
Alright, nice. Got a better one now.
Once we've spotted those guys, I think they're going to rotate through here. So we watch them rotate around. Again, there's only 2 of us, so we hesitate about a fair fight.
See if we can draw their fire. Where were they? Up there somewhere.
This way.
Hit it for one.
To recharge.
Nice 10. Yeah. Back off this way. On the zip line.
Here we decide to back out, and I think this is the biggest mistake we make in this game. We had high ground, good position in the circle, we're likely to be in the next circle, and we had a Kraber as well to fight that. We should have probably stuck out and fought that 2v3. Nevertheless, we decide to back off and try and get the other squads to engage, to whittle down the numbers, because yes, there's only 2 of us versus 3.
Let's see if I can see those guys. Not sure where they were exactly. They were definitely up that way, I think.
Never mind, sorry.
How many kills you on, man? Nice. Ping him.
So here we've identified there's 2 squads up top
Right.
in artillery and 2 squads down the bottom.
Yeah,
That's the last 4 squads. Another note here, why I love shooting out of window railings. They're easy to shoot out of, very annoying when shooting at. I can easily miss those railings because I'm so close, but a lot of their bullets bounce off the railings. So I did about 95 damage to the Wraith in 2 bursts, but less than 20 on me. Although I probably should have used the Kraber there because there was probably a decent chance to get the knock. Now the circle's moved and we're out of position, and this is where I think holding that top of artillery would have been the better play, because we struggled to get back into the circle for the rest of this game. But here these guys engaged in a fight and think it's a good time to push. It's probably not, and we both lose our shields pretty quickly, so we back down and decide to... We've got time to have find another route up.
What we want is that other squad to go around and get them engaged.
Let's go this way.
Yeah.
Ring is basically knocking on the door.
None. Got 5 cells.
Let's go this way.
Righto. Me too. I hit it with the thingy. I was wondering why she had no shield.
Decoy escaped. She's got bamboozled.
Recharging my
No, there's another squad.
Round 5. Beginning ring countdown.
Let's explore this way.
fight down there, aren't they?
Enemy down. Reloaded.
Yep.
Here we decide not to push that team, even though we've got the knock.
Oh, I tell you what, we
Level
can
the
loop
playing
left.
field. One, they're in their position in the house, and neither of us have any grenades left. And also, we don't have too many. We don't have any batteries or anything like that left. So we think it's safer to move to circle. Not the most aggressive play, but yeah, that's the one we went for here.
Don't. That's just a bit.
Rings close. 45
It's
seconds.
my old one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna push in. Circle.
This is really where I realised that we made a big mistake coming down from artillery, because this is the team that we engaged coming through the gap, and we kind of gave them this position freely when we were in a better spot to fight them, and now we're in a more difficult spot to fight them.
Rings around the corner. 10 left.
Give my shields a recharge.
So I thought we played okay in that game, some good damage,
nothing
stayed calm and made some good decisions, but also made some bad decisions. I think that moving from artillery was the key one that probably cost us
Actually
the
played
game,
well.
and probably a little too passive. Even though there was two of us, we could have been a little bit more aggressive and backed ourselves, especially with the Kraber in the top position. Thanks guys. If you enjoyed this and you want to see more reviews and game commentaries, please subscribe. These help my play and hopefully they help yours, so I will be doing more of these as we go. Cheers.
Yeah, I fucked up that guy with his